Welcome back to Next Gen Motors, where future meets the fast lane. Today, we're taking a deep dive into one of the most anticipated electric sports cars of this decade, the 2026 Porsche 718 EV. That's right, Porsche has officially electrified its iconic mid-engine sports car formula, and the results are electrifying in more ways than one. If you thought the internal combustion Boxster and Cayman were impressive, wait until you see what Stuttgart has cooked up this time. Exterior: the moment you lay eyes on the 2026 Porsche 718 EV, you know you're in for something special. Starting with the front end, Porsche hasn't gone with anything too radical, but the changes are purposeful and precise. The nose is low, flat, and sharp, a clear homage to the 918 Spider. Sleek matrix-LED headlights flank either side, now redesigned with a futuristic 4-point signature that gives it an unmistakable presence even from a distance. The traditional air intakes are smaller, thanks to the lack of a combustion engine, and instead, active aerodynamic elements take their place to manage airflow efficiently for battery cooling and downforce. The Porsche crest sits elegantly on the smooth front lid, reminding you of the lineage this EV carries. Moving to the side, the 718 EV retains that classic silhouette that Porsche fans have adored for years, but there are some key enhancements that take it to the next level. First off, it sits slower and wider than its predecessor, hugging the ground like a proper performance machine. The proportions are absolutely perfect. It's aggressive but not overdone. You get massive 21-inch forged wheels wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport EV tires, specifically tuned for electrified performance. Hidden flash door handles now replace the traditional pop-outs, aiding aerodynamics and lending a sleek, modern touch. The side skirts are more pronounced, helping channel air to the rear diffuser. And just behind the doors, you'll notice air channels integrated into the bodywork. These direct air toward the battery pack and rear motors for optimal thermal management. At the back, the 718 EV is pure drama. There's a wide, light strip running the full width of the rear, which integrates with animated OLED tail lamps, a visual treat every time you lock or unlock the car. The active rear wing deploys at speed but remains seamlessly hidden otherwise. Below that, there's no exhaust pipe in sight, obviously, but what you do get is an aggressive rear diffuser that's not just for show. Porsche engineers designed it to reduce drag and increase stability at high speeds. The badging is subtle, just the Porsche script illuminated across the back, and below that, a small 718 followed by the letters E and V discreetly placed. It's classy, clean, and entirely futuristic. Interior: climb inside the 2026 Porsche 718 EV, and you're met with a cabin that perfectly balances traditional driver focus and high-tech minimalism. There's no engine roar, but Porsche makes up for it with a cockpit that feels like a spaceship with a racing license. In front of the driver, a curved digital display wraps behind the steering wheel, showcasing everything from speed to battery range, torque distribution, and real-time telemetry. It's customizable, crisp, and incredibly responsive. The center stack is dominated by a floating 11-inch touchscreen running Porsche's latest PCM system, which now integrates EV-specific features like charging station maps, regenerative braking controls, and battery preconditioning. Thankfully, Porsche didn't go full minimalist. You still get a row of physical toggle switches below the screen, giving you that tactile control that driving purists will appreciate. The steering wheel is a 3-spoke unit, flat-bottomed, wrapped in Alcantara or leather, with drive mode selectors and paddle controls for reg and levels. Materials inside are premium across the board: a genuine aluminum, carbon fiber trims, sustainable leather, and an optional Racetex interior made from recycled fibers. The seats, whether you opt for the sport buckets or the adaptive comfort seats, offer an impeccable blend of support and comfort. And yes, even though it's a two-seater, there's surprising practicality. You get a front trunk with 4.5 cubic feet of space and a rear trunk behind the battery, adding another 6.8 cubic feet. Enough for a weekend getaway, maybe even a golf bag if you angle it right. Performance: now let's talk performance, and here's where the 718 EV really shows its electric fangs. At launch, Porsche is offering two main variants, the base 718 EV and the high-performance 718 EV S. The standard version comes with a rear-mounted electric motor delivering around 450 horsepower and 343 pounds-feet of torque, good for a 0-60 time of just under 4 seconds. But step up to the S variant, and you're now talking dual-motor all-wheel drive, cranking out 603 horsepower and 500 pounds-feet of torque. That rockets you from 0-60 in a blistering 3.1 seconds. The battery is a 82 kWh pack using Porsche's 800-volt architecture, meaning ultra-fast charging is standard. You can go from 10% to 80% in just 18 minutes using a 350 kilowatts DC fast charger. Range: expect around 300 miles on the base model and around 280 for the SA. Not groundbreaking, but more than adequate for a weekend canyon run or track day. And speaking of track days, Porsche's magic is in the handling. The car features a new version of the PASM active suspension system, revised for aerodynamics. Weight is kept impressively low for a Neve under 3,600 pounds, thanks to lightweight materials and a smaller battery pack compared to larger Porsches. You get razor-sharp steering, perfect weight distribution, and a center of gravity so low it practically dares you to throw it into corners. Regenerative braking is adjustable in 3 levels, and the system is so finely tuned you could one-pedal drive through twisties if you wanted to. But there's more. Porsche has integrated what they call electric performance sound, an optional synthetic audio system that mimics a futuristic engine note that rises with speed and response to throttle input. It's not gimmicky, it's engineered to give feedback and enhance immersion. For purists who miss the sound of the flat 6, this is Porsche's answer, and it works better than you'd expect. When it comes to pricing, the 2026 Porsche 718 EV won't be cheap, but it's priced to undercut the Taycan and target younger, tech-forward enthusiasts. The base rear-wheel drive model starts at around $78,000, while the high-performance EV climbs closer to $105,000 before options. With Porsche's infamous options list, a fully loaded version can easily touch $125,000, but even at that price, it undercuts many electric supercars while offering comparable performance and everyday usability. There's also talk of a future GTS variant and even a hardcore RS Model A. Think carbon fiber diet, even sharper suspension tuning, and perhaps a now 1/4 Nürburgring-ready setup. And let's not forget, this platform is being shared with Audi, meaning we'll likely see a cousin car in the form of an electric Audi TT successor. So what's the final word on the 2026 Porsche 718 EV? This isn't just an electric version of a legendary car, it's a complete rethinking of what an electric sports car can be. Porsche didn't simply replace the gas tank with a battery, they engineered an entirely new experience, one that retains the brand's DNA while pushing it into the future. It's fast, beautifully built, thrilling in the corners, and surprisingly livable. Whether you're a longtime Porsche enthusiast or a newcomer looking for your first electric sports car, this is the one that changes the game. If this is the future of performance driving, then we're all in. Let us know what you think of the 2026 Porsche 718 EV in the comments below. Would you pick this over a Taycan, a Tesla Roadster, or maybe even the gas-powered 911? Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss more in-depth reviews of the cars shaping tomorrow. Thanks for riding with Next Gen Motors. We'll see you in the future.